Hey there folks, Stephen Colbert here, and today we're diving deep into the tragicomedy that was the dodo bird. Picture this, Mauritius, a lush island paradise in the Indian Ocean. Palm trees swaying, crystal clear water, and a bird so gloriously awkward it would make a penguin chuckle. That's our guy, the dodo. Now, the dodo wasn't your average avian jet-setter. This bird was a homebody, perfectly content to waddle around its island haven. No need for fancy flying skills when your buffet table doesn't move, right? Little did they know this lackadaisical lifestyle would be their downfall. But hey, more on that later. For centuries the dodo lived the good life. No predators, plenty of food, and all the time in the world to perfect their signature waddle. Life was good, life was simple. Life as they knew it was about to change. The dodo, with its quirky charm and unique lifestyle, was a symbol of the untouched beauty of Mauritius. They nested in the forest, rested under the shade of trees, and lived a life free from the worries of predators. Their days were filled with exploration and interaction with other island inhabitants. Curious and carefree, the dodo epitomized the spirit of an island untouched by the outside world. But as we all know, paradise doesn't last forever. The winds of change were about to blow. Enter stage left, the Portuguese, those intrepid explorers with a penchant for spice and apparently questionable bird-naming conventions. Upon encountering our feathered friend, they were, shall we say, less than impressed. The dodo, with its ungainly gait and apparent lack of fear, struck the sailors as, well, a bit of a doofus. Dodo, they chuckled, a word roughly translating to simpleton in their native tongue. And thus, a legend was born, albeit not a particularly flattering one. Now, the dodo, oblivious to the mockery, probably just tilted its head in that adorable way birds do, and went about its day. They had yet to learn that humans, with their insatiable curiosity and even more insatiable appetites, were not to be trusted. Oh, the naivete. Let's be honest folks, the dodo wasn't winning any beauty contests. Imagine a plump pigeon on steroids with a beak that could rival a banana for sheer curvature. Add to that some stubby little wings that were about as aerodynamic as a pair of oven mitts and you've got yourself a recipe for, well, extinction. But hey, who needs to fly when you're the king of your own little island? The dodo's lack of natural predators meant they could afford to be, shall we say, generously proportioned. All that extra baggage might have slowed them down on land, but it also made them excellent at storing energy. Little did they know this evolutionary advantage would soon become their Achilles heel. You see folks, when you're built like a feathery bowling ball, running away from danger isn't exactly your strong suit. Section 4. You are what you eat, unless you're a dodo. The dodo's diet was as simple as its lifestyle: fruits, seeds, and the occasional tasty insect. These flightless birds roamed the forests of Mauritius, munching on whatever they could find on the forest floor. They were particularly fond of the tambalacoke tree, a majestic giant that, ironically, would later become known as the dodo tree. This tree produced large, tough seeds that were a favorite snack for the dodos. Now here's where things get interesting. The relationship between the dodo and the tambalacoke tree was a perfect example of mutualism. The tambalacoke tree relied on the dodo to disperse its seeds. Without the dodo, the seeds would remain trapped in the tough fruit, unable to sprout. The bird would gobble up the fruit, hard seed and all, and then, deposit it elsewhere, complete with a little fertilizer starter kit. This natural process ensured the seeds had the best chance to grow into new trees. Nature's circle of life, right? Many animals play a role in seed dispersal, but the dodo was uniquely suited for the tambalacoke tree. Well, with the dodo gone, the tambalacoke trees started having a bit of a seed dispersal crisis. The seeds just lay there, unable to grow. No birds, no poop, no new trees. The once thriving tambalacoke population began to dwindle. It's a cautionary tale, folks, about the delicate balance of nature and the importance of not putting all your eggs in one basket, or in this case, seeds in one bird. The extinction of the dodo serves as a reminder of how interconnected our ecosystem truly is. Section 5. Extinction. It's not just a river in Egypt, especially for dodos. Remember those Portuguese sailors we talked about? They were among the first Europeans to set eyes on the dodo bird, a creature so unique and unafraid of humans that it seemed almost otherworldly. Well, they weren't the only ones who discovered the dodo's island paradise. This lush, tropical haven, known as Mauritius, became a hotspot for explorers and adventurers from all over Europe. Soon, other European ships, laden with hungry sailors and even hungrier rats, began to arrive. These ships brought with them not just people, but also a host of unintended passengers that would spell disaster for the dodo. Now, the dodo, bless its heart, had absolutely no concept of stranger danger. This bird, which had evolved in an environment free of predators, saw no reason to fear these new arrivals. They probably waddled right up to their new visitors, eager to make some feathery friends. Their curiosity and lack of fear made them easy targets. Big mistake, huge. The sailors, delighted to find a bird that was essentially a walking, pecking buffet, began hunting the dodo to extinction. They saw the dodo as an easy source of fresh meat, not realizing the long-term consequences of their actions. And if that wasn't bad enough, the rats, those pesky little stowaways, went to town on the dodo's nests, gobbling up eggs like they were going out of style. These rats, having no natural predators on the island, multiplied rapidly and wreaked havoc on the dodo population. And so, in a mere century after humans set foot on Mauritius, the dodo bird, that icon of awkwardness and naivete, vanished from the face of the earth. The once bustling island, filled with the calls of dodos, fell silent. It's a sobering reminder, folks, that even the most ridiculous creatures deserve our respect and protection. The story of the dodo is a cautionary tale about the impact humans can have on the environment and the species that inhabit it. Because once a species is gone, it's gone forever. Conservation efforts today aim to prevent such tragedies from happening again, but the loss of the dodo remains a poignant lesson.